We're coming to the stage, very funny guy, also an Army veteran. Everybody welcome Asheesh Nikore.
What's up, everyone? What's going on? Hope everyone's having a good time. Yeah. Thank you. So I just want to have you guys know straight up, I'm not a virgin, not at all. Just put it out there. At least in comedy, that is. Because like a week and a half ago, I did open mic, killed it, smashed it, no protection. But, yeah, speaking of no protection, I think life's all about milestones, right? Married, pregnant, paternity wear has come a long way. Just haven't told my wife that. And I can't even see my toes, actually. But, yeah, so there's something called sympathy pregnancy, right? It's where the spouse takes on the symptoms. I've just been noticing my wife going through the usual 9, hormones, insomnia, and then she started describing morning sickness, and I'm observing this. And the best way I can relate to it is like back in the day in college. Remember those days when you're hungover, you're drunk? It's like being drunk for a whole semester, right? Yeah. But luckily, she hasn't woken me up in the middle of the night for cravings, like for typical macaroni and cheese, pickles, barbecue flavored wood chips. How did that get on my grocery list? But, of course, the wife's gotta eat. Of course, that's my job. But sometimes she takes it a little bit too far, right? She's always like, oh, feed me, I got a person inside me. And I'm like, feed me, I got an ego inside me. It's called resentment. It's the truth. No. But seriously, our bed's getting a little crowded, right? I mean, just hard to move around, and between my insomnia and my hormones, my lack of hair, it's been hard. It's all because of pregnancy, of course. But I will say it's getting really crowded, and sometimes I'll feel a heavy weight against me, and I'll push with all my might, and then I'll hear a loud thump. And it's really sad to say, but I'll be like, babe, are you okay? She lands on all fours. And our cat's pretty nimble. Yeah. Thank you. But I want to have you guys know, you guys are all part of my grand birth announcement. Thank you. I didn't get any applause. Thank you. I'll take that penny applause and exchange it for going to my baby registry, AsheeshIsBroke.com. And I figured my baby girl deserves better to be sandwiched between what I have for breakfast. Well, excuse me, let me reverse that back. I figured she doesn't need a Facebook post because she deserves better than to be sandwiched in between what I have for breakfast, which is usually Twix, and what I have for dinner, which is Cinnamon Toast Crunch. She's a little more worthy than that, and I guess I still live that bachelor life. But there is a pecking order to baby announcements. I figured it's your mistresses, mistress in-laws. That's just probably just off the black book, for real. Yeah. But luckily, I don't see my boss in the crowd. I kind of need that financial support. I need that diaper budget and that Coke budget. So I gotta survive. It's tough. But I am looking forward to FMLA. I'm sure you guys heard of that. It's called Family Medical Leave Act. Hopefully that legislation is not going anywhere. But it's also a point where you're not going to work, but you're going home and then put back to work. Or just get out of the way. So maybe it should be rebranded as Fathers Must Leave or Die Act. Switching gears, let's talk about diversity, right? I've been sipping on the whole emoji movement. And yeah, I've just been noticing all these new emojis, right? All these thumbs ups. I see black, I see brown, or I don't know what it says, beige, yellow. I even saw green the other day. And I'm like, is that the Incredible Hulk smash? Is that my thumb covered in vomit after morning sickness? I'm not sure. Really not sure. But it's kind of like Silicon Valley had like this epic 2-week diversity training with like Crayola crayons, and they got carried away. But speaking about diversity, right? Hurricanes, fortunately we've had a few of those lately, right? We've had Maria, we've had Jose, we had Irma, I'm not sure where that name came from. But I'm thinking, just like I'm going through my baby book and trying to figure out her name between Alpha and Zulu, don't worry, we're not going to pick Alpha, we're not going to pick Zulu. But I figured if we injected some more diversity, like an Indian name, right? Like, have you guys seen Quantico? You guys, you familiar with? Yeah, it's a good show, right? Yeah, and the actress is Priyanka Chopra. So what about the next hurricane was like called Priyanka? So a weatherman would be like, okay, we've got Priyanka, Cat 5, approaching and hugging and pounding the Florida East Coast. How sexy and spicy and diverse is that? But as a father-to-be, I will say that I'm kind of cost thrifty and money conscious, right? And I will say that I'm going to totally take advantage of the whole Kids Fly Free movement. And I say it's a movement because I can legitimately see toddlers going out there fighting for the rights to fly. So my little girl is going to be the biggest traveler jet setter ever. So while other little kids in daycare are doing flashcards, I'm going to be like, hey little girl, and she doesn't have a name yet, so I'm going to be like, hey little girl. I'm going to be the best father, don't worry. Hey little girl, this is you in Italy. Hey little girl, this is you in France. And hey little girl, this is us in DC. I guess we didn't get very far, we're pretty cheap. But yeah, y'all, thanks y'all, y'all been great. I want to say much love to my wife. Yeah, my beautiful wife. And all this material has been vetted. Thank you, all this material has been vetted, and I prefer not to, ride the couch tonight. So thank you very much, y'all been great.